I think for me, where I become a little bit more niche in my thinking is that at least that is, on the Instagram and stuff, at least it's just superficial. And I think everyone can, like you said, their intuition can sense, and maybe it's heightened now, but their intuition can sense like, okay, that's not really providing me too much depth. But I think where it gets really sticky and difficult is with the spiritual practice. And there is substance there. However, I don't know if you're familiar with the Buddhist term near enemies. So the ones that are so close, they sound so true. Those are the systems, the teachings that are the most dangerous because they're so, they resonate and they light us up, yet they might not be productive, practical, or functional in any way. They may not change the way that you function. They may re-traumatize you. And that's the whole thing with all of the spiritual cults and the gurus and all of these things. It's a spirituality is an absolute minefield of near enemies. So teachings and practices that make our heart open, that make us feel energized, that maybe give us an ego boost or a false sense of accomplishment, like things that energize us, but are actually, they're not aligning us towards spirituality, which might be a realization of an identity beyond our ego, and an integration of that. So if our spiritual practice is about alternative realities and energies and all of these experienced by the ego, there is so much spirituality out there. It's not funny. But if spirituality is about a realization of what we are as conscious spirit, there's not very many things that either even touch on that, never mind fully embody and integrate that, So there may be speakings about that, but actually having a system and a practice that's simple, no fluff, and is just about recognizing and integrating that awareness and that consciousness. I think that's the hardest part and my passion to navigate, because I've just been through so much stuff, I've been through so many systems, so many cults, so many schools, so many teachers, so many peak experiences of all these different kinds. And to now, having spent so long doing that, and now to say, okay, which ones actually worked and which ones, what can I dispel with, and pick it up out of interest's sake and for the experience of it, because they're all valid in themselves, but they're not actually valuable with this particular outcome and motivation that I have, which is an integration of a deep, infinite peace that's inside into my daily life. I'm pretty clear about that being my goal. So it's crystal clear. The discernment is automatic, whether a practice aligns with that or not.
Yeah.
So I really love what you said, that people's intuitions are naturally going to be heightened in this period. And I didn't even think about that, but just because of that, there's going to be a shift and a connection to their spiritual practice if they've already got one in a new way.